definition of home or something. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so like you before and after.
Can be able to make a change, and I hope for more youth engagement for the Youth Action Gathering and for the Canadian Council for Refugees. So once more, you're very, very welcome, and make yourselves at home. Thank you.
The Youth Action Gathering meeting is actually a space for young people, young migrants across Canada to come together to share experiences, share success stories, and share the difficulties they have and how they overcome them.
It's very enlightening. Not only do we spread awareness, but we become inspired to take action and to take part in certain programs or even start our own programs, and to take the information and the knowledge that we learn at the YAG conference to our own cities.
I'm a woman that I came to Canada because I was fighting for human rights.
The importance of the Youth Action Gathering, as I see it, and even through the CCR, is that it's a place that they speak up, but also not just to talk, also to have actions, how they can start working towards to change. And also, we are building self-confidence and building leadership. And the most important and the base of this is that who organize and who run all the Youth Action Gathering is by them. They organize themselves.
Actually, we discussed with the youth from the Youth Network and from different other organizations, and we decide to come up with the different topics that we like to discuss about. We talked about barriers to education, about citizenship, and program faced by immigrants. We also did the Photoshop workshops, expressing yourself in art. So we do so many things.
How these young people started doing stuff, even if they haven't been here for a long time. I understand this because I went through the bureaucracy of immigration, and I understand how it takes so much time and energy, and still these young people find the energy and time to do this stuff. And I think that's just inspiring. It's something I would take with me when I return.
So basically we're a team of 30 young Muslim men and women, and we're all youth. So we work together to address the topic of gender-based violence.
I heard one of the participant stories of his migration to Canada, and it was really intense, and it just made me thankful that he's here today and that many people are here today. But it also made me remember that there's a lot of people that aren't in our positions. So it was inspiring, but it was also humbling, and it made me reflect on the privileges that I have of being a born Canadian.
I was so excited to go to school my first day, but it turns out not to be cool. I walked into the class, wanted to make some friends, but they all walked away. Every refugee, immigrant, youth is living this life, trying to make friends, but the thing is we can't talk. So they back away, bully us, be racist, discriminate us.
Education was most important that we talked about here in post-secondary and all of that fun stuff that not a lot of youth know about, but we got in depth in the Youth Action Gathering, which is a great opportunity. But one of the main highlights, things that I'm going to share is that we need to have more indigenous workshops, because we don't really have a lot of workshops about that topic. It's a great opportunity for me to get to know what land we're in right now. Because as you know, in school, they don't provide us that much of information. They talk about America and they talk about Britain more than they talk about who is here at first.
Sweetgrass braids mind, body, spirit, human world, animal world, spiritual world. And it represents when you're stronger when you bring them together. So I'd like to use the sweetgrass today as part of the fact that I hope as a result of us having this conversation we'll be stronger as a result of coming together.
Make our homes in this new space, which is the original home of somebody else, and how we're trying to move. Like, we recognize that there are injustices committed towards migrant communities and immigrant communities, and their injustices committed towards indigenous communities, and trying to find out like where is this common ground.
And so 2 points that I'll just present is kind of to provide a space to listen. So because there are youth that feel like, you know, they're always being talked at, it's really, really important to provide that space to listen, to show that you're actually there, and to have them speak.
Being a refugee from Nepal, I didn't expect that I will get a chance to speak. I didn't expect that people will hear my voice. And being an ambassador and getting chance to involve in YAG, it makes me so happy that I'm confident now. I'm strong enough to talk about my feelings, my experience, my problem. That's what the YAG is.
And especially in a society that is in a very negative approach towards to refugees and immigrants, and give them a better perspective because they don't feel isolated.
And I literally just said that line. It's like, there's so many positive things going on, so like the idea of like, if I was the media, this is what I would show instead of what you are showing, you know what I mean? Because there's two sides to this.
There's a lot more to newcomer youth than what we get told in the media and in the stereotypes. There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of skills, there's a lot of passion to be shared from all the youth, and it's places like the YAG that give us the opportunity to share that and to express
Writing
that.
down all the thoughts I don't have the courage to say to them, my sweet escape. Fleeing from the reality of never being good enough, just an ordinary girl searching for acceptance, label me oppressed yet still have the nerve to speak of diversity. See, I'm 23, a Muslim female born and raised on this land that I call home, but still not welcome. I am not good enough.
I have learned to grow as a person, as a leader. I feel the capacity to organize an event like this with people from all over Canada. The fact that these spaces come together every year, I'm always amazed, and I'm always really thankful to everybody who participates.
The garden looks beautiful only when there's different colors of flowers, right? So Canada is all about that, and people from different country, different culture, different ethnic group comes to the same circle, and we talk about our things, like about our culture, about our experience, and it's like giving and taking. Like I give something to them and I take a lot from them. So it's like giving and taking process. I'm gonna take a lot of things. It's going to be heavy.
My name is Julius. I was born in Jamaica. I came here in December, newcomer here. This is my first time ever doing something like this. First time coming here, participating. Oh my God, it was so wonderful. It was like off the chart, like fantastic.